23 lessons that I've learned after 1 year of copywriting. My name is Mattia, I'm 19-year-old, and over the past year I've been able to move to Thailand thanks to copywriting alone, being a non-native English speaker. And in this video I'll cover the 23 most important lessons that I've learned over the past year. Let's go. It's easy to find clients, it's hard to find long-term clients who value you. Finding clients is not a problem. You can find clients easily with email copywriting. And look, at the beginning it's cool to land a few projects to make a few $100s. It's fine. But in the long run, you want to work for a company or for a brand that truly value you and is willing to pay real money for your service, and those type of clients are harder to find. Number 2, emails can turn into video scripts. In case you get into email copywriting, the good thing is that whenever you land an email copywriting client that maybe is also a creator or a personal brand, you can also turn those emails into video scripts. And if you manage to do that, you immediately becomes 5 times more valuable for the personal brand or for the creator you're working with, which means you can also charge more. Focus on the flow, not on the structure. Don't limit your copy to strict copy structures. Pick a broad one and then leave room for your creativity. At the end of the day, that's the only advantage we have over robots and AI, so we have to use it. Reading copy is as important as writing copy. You might think that to get better at copywriting, you need to write copy, when the reality is that the trick is to read as much professional copy as you can, analyze it, take their techniques and apply them to your style. That is the best and fastest way to get better at copywriting. As soon as you stop learning, your copy gets worse. I remember stopping for a few months learning copywriting and improving myself because I had too many clients than I could handle. And can you guess what happened right after that? I started losing clients because my level not only wasn't increasing, but it was decreasing. You always need to challenge yourself. You always need to improve your copywriting level in order to not only maintain your level, but to also improve it and to scale to next clients. Subject lines are all about intrigue. As long as you can craft subject lines that make the reader think, oh, that's interesting, I want to hear more, then the open rate is going to be high, and as long as the email is valuable, it will certainly perform. Write every single word thinking of what your avatar will think reading it. Constantly put yourself in the shoes of the avatar, because remember, the moment the avatar doesn't relate with something you say anymore is the exact moment he's gonna get disinterested about your copy and is gonna click away. Number 8. Charge a low price, perform, and then ask for more. It's much easier to land a client for $20 an email and then scale him up to $100 an email through results and performance than to every single month land one new $70 an email client. So be humble enough to start low and prove your worth by performing. Copywriting is the foundation of marketing and sales. Once I learned copywriting and most importantly the psychology behind it, I immediately and automatically started to develop a marketing brain. And that is because when you learn how to persuade a person, a reader, into taking a specific action, which is exactly what copywriting does, automatically you can apply that knowledge to marketing and sales. Give before asking. The intention is what truly makes the difference in the deal. And what I discovered is that when you provide value upfront, your prospect looks at you in a completely different way. The dynamic of the deal completely changes. And that is because giving a free sample before getting hired or asking for anything is the biggest sign and proof of confidence and dedication that you can show to anyone. AI will never steal my job. Humans are emotional beings that act on emotions. The job of the copywriter is to persuade the reader into taking a specific action by evoking emotions. And the funny part here is that AI doesn't comprehend any sort of emotions, so it cannot steal my job as a copywriter. Stack skills on top of copywriting. Copywriting should be the backbone of your skill set, but the moment you start stacking skill on top of it is the moment you start making more money, growing faster, and becoming more valuable. Never list the features, always the benefits. And that's why Apple in his commercials says that the camera of the iPhone 15 is 3 times better than the past camera, and not that it has 96 megapixels instead of 36. People don't care of what's in it, they care of what they get out of it. The only place where you should list the features is in the sales page. In everything else, you should always list the benefits. Ultra specificity is what makes your content credible and real. $1,207 in 17 hours is much more credible than 1K in 1 day. And the only difference between the two is the specificity. The more specific you are, the more real and tangible it looks. Humans are lazy and insecure. We're lazy because we always try to optimize the effort to outcome ratio, and at the same time we're insecure because we're always scared of not being good enough. So one of the best things that you can do is to make your solution or product look quick and easy. The less you sell, the more you sell. When it comes to copy for organic content like YouTube videos or emails, the less salesy you are, the more value you provide and the more sales you're gonna make as a result. And that's because when you provide value to humans, the first thing they want to do is to exchange the favor when the value is truly valuable to them. So what do? They go look for ways to pay you back. And if you have a product, they will go look for the product. You don't even have to offer it to them. If you provide value, they will go find your product and pay you. Value is four-dimensional. See, humans perceive value under the form of entertainment, actionable steps, inspiration, and motivation. So the more of these your copy has, the more valuable it's going to be for your reader. A good copywriter writes copy fast. A great copywriter takes hours to research and then writes copy even faster. The great copywriter knows that most of the job is done in the back end. The more you know about the market, the product, and the avatar, and the better the tone and the angle that you're going to choose are going to be. And for that reason, the better the email is going to perform. Read your copy out loud 16 times before using it. Imagine there was someone in front of you with his eyes closed and you were to read out your email loud. Would he understand you're reading an email, or would he just think you're talking to him? Well, your aim should be to make it sound as if you were talking in a natural way to him. The more naturally it flows, the more people are going to relate to it. And for that reason, I read my copy out loud 16 times before delivering it. Be a data-driven copywriter. Not every single piece of copy is going to perform, but you can check the analytics in the backend and understand why it didn't perform and change that for the future emails. The best copywriter is not the one who writes best or has the most creativity. No, he's the one that has tested and failed so many times that he already knows what works and what doesn't. A saturated market is better than a market who needs your service but doesn't value it. You need to sell to people who have the money to pay you and value your service. If any one of these two is missing, you're gonna struggle to find a client. So keep this in mind when picking your niche. A deal is not closed until you receive the payment. I remember when I signed my first 3-month contract and $1,000 a month. I was so happy, I thought the deal was closed, but little did I know it doesn't work that way. The client ghosted me for the next 6 months and I did not know what to do. I ended up getting paid in the end, but it made me realize that the deal is not closed until you receive the payment. And that was it, 23 lessons that I've learned over the past year of copywriting. I see a lot of people that count on their degree as a plan B, and in my case, I count on copywriting. Whatever happens in life, knowing that I have a skill that can make me money anywhere, at any time, gives me a level of confidence that a degree, to be honest, wouldn't give me. So in case you want to learn more about copywriting, first of all, subscribe to the channel and then also check out the channel because there are a lot of valuable videos. And if you are really serious about this, you can find my Discord server. It's free to join, it's down here in the description. So if you like the video, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, whatever you want to do. It really helps me put my videos in front of more people's eyes. And yes, stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video.